Hello everyone, Introduction to Funeral Service FNS 110 is now underway. We are getting ready to move into week 2, and it's within week 2 that we're actually going to begin to look at some of the ancient civilizations and where some of the customs and things that we do in the funeral service profession, where they come from. And we'll be discussing some of those over the course of the week. So I wanted to come to you before we get started to make sure that there's some things that you are aware of in our Blackboard environment. Hopefully by now you've taken an opportunity to peruse through the classroom, all of the different navigation tabs, where the PowerPoint presentations are located, where you go for your quizzes, where you can access video lectures, where the glossary is. I wanted you to make sure that you took this week to kind of look around in our environment to understand where everything is. In addition to that, I have enjoyed reading your discussions. I've enjoyed trying to get to know you via the online environment, and even the voice thread has been great. I love the pictures that you've uploaded. The picture I uploaded was from a couple of years ago. That was the only one I could find. But as we continue to move throughout this 8-week session, we will hopefully have more opportunities where maybe we can come together as a class at certain times during the semester and actually have everyone online if we can. I know that this is an online class, so sometimes you might not have time during the day to log in, and that's fine. But I do want to give you an opportunity to share or ask questions if you should have any. And I will let you know when those designated times are. But a few things that I want to make sure that you have done. So I'm going to be looking away just slightly from the camera because I do have your classroom up on my computer as well. So a few things. Hopefully you know where the announcements are and how to access them. Typically when I post an announcement, I will also have that announcement emailed to you. So make sure if you don't check Blackboard, hopefully you have some type of device that you would be able to access your email. The Start Here tab, hopefully you have gone under there. Well, you should have gone under there by now, because it welcomed you to the class. There's a PowerPoint presentation up there. It told you what to do, told you the first steps of the class, how to meet me, the textbook. Now, from what I understand, there may be some concerns with the textbook on the Virginia Beach campus. If you happen to be near the Virginia Beach campus, they no longer have any of the textbooks. However, the textbook you should be able to access. If you want to try to get it offline, that's fine with me. You still have a little bit of time. I will also contact the Virginia Beach campus to see if they have any additional copies or if they could order some more and that they will be in before the 8-week session is over. One of the things that I do want to say about the textbook, and I believe I posted it on Blackboard as well, is that while it has some wonderful illustrations, I would definitely say that it is worth having just to see some of the illustrations that are inside of it. Because when we begin to talk about canoptic jars, you might want to be able to see what they are in text. Of course, you can look on the internet as well, but sometimes there are those that actually like to have a textbook that they can flip through and read through and reference to, so that's fine. When we talk about the different types of caskets, and that's later on in the semester, you might want to be able to see that. However, the textbook itself is not a very easy reading textbook. I will say that I have found that those persons that are more interested in history, that really, really like history, find that the textbook is easy to read. Well, I'm a science person, so it was kind of difficult for me to read. So what I suggest to students is to definitely use the textbook as a resource. I have the PowerPoint presentations already open and available to you, but use that as your source of study to guide, and then take what you have in the PowerPoint presentation and reference it or cross-reference it with what's in the textbook. That to me has definitely helped students better in the long run, instead of trying to read the text, decipher the information that's in there, and then go into the PowerPoint presentation. Let the PowerPoint presentation be your guide and the textbook be your resource or reference point. In addition to the Start Here tab, it also goes through how you navigate the course, where you can find different things. So now I'm going to go back. And also what you should see on the navigation bar, as soon as I pull it up, will be discussions. Well, you've been doing very well with the discussions as far as posting to the discussion board. If you have any questions that you want to ask of, that you want to post to the class, you can of course put those in the water cooler. Hopefully someone will either get back to you, and I go there periodically, and if there's something that you have a question that you just posted to everybody to put it out there in general, that's fine. And I'll go back and check and see if anyone has responded to you, and if not, I will make sure that I respond if you have a general question. In addition to that, under course information is where you'll find the syllabus, schedules, and everything. Hopefully you have looked through all of these navigation tabs in preparation for this upcoming week, the purpose of the course, and also at the inside of this folder, it talks about email correspondence. This is an online class. One of the most effective ways to contact me is via email. However, my office hours are posted on the syllabus, and those are typically the times that I am in my office. Occasionally I may have meetings, or I may have to scoot out of my office to take care of some types of tasks on campus, on or off campus. But if you need a response from me, send it to me in email. I get it on everything, my computer, my iPad, my iPhone, you name it, I can be reached. But I would ask that you please honor the fact that it might take me anywhere between 24 and 48 hours to respond to an email. And if you send emails or you post something late in the evening, I may not actually even see it until I arrive in my office the next day. So just be mindful of the fact that even though it's an online class in an online environment, I'm not online all the time. There are times when I am not actually sitting at the computer where I can respond. But hopefully, well, typically when you send me an email within 24 to 48 hours, I can respond. In addition to that, if it's a weekend or if it's a holiday weekend, such as the Labor Day holiday is getting ready to come up, it may be, those times may be slightly extended. As far as grading your assignments that you'll be posting to the discussion board or any quizzes that you'll be taking, I would say allow at least 1 week. It typically does not take me that long. However, there are other classes that I'm teaching as well, and many of your quizzes will require me to go back in and make adjustments and augment your scores, because Blackboard sometimes will score you incorrect if you spell a word incorrectly. As long as I can understand what the word is and I know that you know what you were trying to say, but you just possibly misspelled it, or you didn't add the S and Blackboard actually deducted points, I will make sure that you are awarded those points. So I ask that you allow at least a week, no more than that, and I will have grades posted. Going back to the classroom environment, discussions. This week, you will have your first discussion assignment that will come up midnight Monday. So that's actually in about 57 minutes. And it's going to pose a question to you in regard to the civilization that we are getting ready to discuss. You will have until Thursday to post your response to that discussion assignment question to the discussion board under discussion question or discussion assignment 1. At that point, you will be required to respond to a posting of one of your classmates. Now, let me advise, respond to a classmate that has not received any responses as of yet. So, for example, if you decide to post your discussion assignment on Tuesday, that's great, that's fine. And if someone responds to you Tuesday evening or Wednesday, that's wonderful. However, let's try not to inundate that person that decided to get the assignment done ahead of time with numerous responses. Everyone must post by Thursday. Once everyone has posted, you are required to post to one of your classmates in regard to what they have said regarding the discussion assignment. That has to be done by Saturday. Once you have received a response on your discussion assignment posting, my lights. I'm at home and the wind is getting it's kind of going up and down. Once you have received a response to your discussion assignment posting, then you are required to make sure that you answer that response by Sunday. So you'll have until 11:55 p.m. on Sunday to respond. So that's how our discussion postings and assignments go. So Thursday, you respond to whatever I have posted. By Saturday, you have to make sure that you have responded to at least one, only one, but you must respond to one classmate. You can respond to more if you like, but you must respond to one. And then by Sunday, you need to make sure that you check for anyone who has responded to you and answer their questions. Now remember, it's not sufficient just to say, hey, great posting. This is supposed to be a discussion. So as you read through their information, think of a question that you might want to ask or what interested them most about whatever they have said. So we're trying to develop a discussion. So just responses of, yes, I think that's great, or great posting is not going to allow you to be awarded the maximum amount of points for the assignment. Okay. Also on the navigation bar, you'll see My Grades. That's obviously where you can go to access your grades. Student Services, if there's anything that you need from the college, you can access it there through the navigation bar, and it will take you to various links to the academic services, financial support, so on and so forth. Course Tools. Under Course Tools, you can actually send emails to your classmates within the Blackboard environment. You can send an email to me from there. Also there, you'll find another link to My Grades. You will also find a link to the glossary, which has the definitions that you might need later on when we get to sociology for funeral service. Student authentication. All of you did a great job. You know, this is one of the first times that I've used that tool, and I was really very pleased with everything. So thank you so much for those of you that did log in, and those of you that have not, you still have about 53 minutes before that actually closes down, so make sure you do. Under Course Documents is where you will find the PowerPoint presentations that we will be using weekly. Please make sure that you stay abreast with what we're covering. That's very important. If you click on Course Content, it will show you week by week which civilization we will actually be focusing on, and it will tell you what your assignments are. In addition to that, you can also find it on the course syllabus schedule. Course assignments. When you click on course assignments, for example, the first assignment that you had that is due, you were supposed to access the PowerPoint presentation. If there's anything that's going to be under this folder, I will make sure that I post an announcement and tell you exactly where to go on the navigation bar to locate that information. And then finally, you have video lectures. Video lectures obviously is where you came to see this, because I posted an announcement to let you know that there was a video lecture for you to access here, just in regard to what we'll be doing in the upcoming week, and to make sure that you've been navigating through this course without any problem thus far. Okay, I just wanted to come to you briefly to make sure that you kind of had an idea of the pace of the class. It's going to be imperative that you make sure that you log in. My suggestion is to always come in on a Monday to see what's going on, see what's been posted, access your PowerPoint presentations, whatever it is you need to do, and keep on top of everything. Kind of organize yourself to say, this is going to be the day that I devote to doing this. I need to make sure that by Thursday I have this done. So just make sure that you get a system so that you can really maximize your success in FNS 110. Should you have any questions or concerns, feel free to contact me. Once again, my email address is kijones@tcc.edu. Please look for another emailed announcement in regard to when you may be able to access a webcam, or if you need to Skype in to ask a question. I will post that on the announcements page as to what day and time that will be. For now, have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you soon.